students, this is Dr. Razook Fareedh, Assistant Professor, Department of General Medicine, Sree Balaji Medical College, with 9 years of clinical experience and 15 publications in international and national journal and a monogram to my credit. Today's topic for discussion is oral manifestation of hematological disorder. First is the iron deficiency anemia. It's the most common anemia. It is due to chronic blood loss, inadequate dietary intake, faulty iron absorption, and increased requirement for iron as in infancy, childhood and adolescence and during pregnancy. The oral manifestation of iron deficiency anemia are usually the angular cheilitis, cracks or fissure at the corner of the mouth, glossitis with atrophy of the filiform and later the fungiform papillae, mucous membrane of the oral cavity and esophagus are atrophic and shows a less normal keratinization. Next is the pernicious anemia. It's an adult form of anemia. Is associated with gastric atrophy and loss of intrinsic factor production in gastric secretion. The oral manifestations are glossitis, the tongue, usually it is beefy red in color, persistent or recurring stomatitis. Next is the aplastic anemia. It's the bone marrow failure syndrome characterized by peripheral pancytopenia and general lack of bone marrow activity. The oral manifestations of the disorder are the petechial purpurate spots or frank hematoma of the oral mucosa, which may occur at any site due to the low platelets, and ulcerative lesions due to the decreased immunity. Severe infection can lead to gangrene. Next is the thalassemia. Thalassemic syndrome disorder of the hemoglobin synthesis with decreased production of either the alpha or the beta polypeptide chains of the hemoglobin molecule, which results in marked decreased amount of globulin. Oral manifestation or the prominence of the premaxilla can lead to malocclusion and pale oral mucosa. Sickle cell anemia is an hereditary type of chronic hemolytic anemia. It is transmitted as a Mendelian dominant non-gender linked characteristic which occur almost exclusively in the blacks. Sickle or crescent shaped erythrocytes are found in the circulating blood. The normal adult hemoglobin, hemoglobin A, is genetically altered to produce the sickle hemoglobin, hemoglobin S, by the substitution of the valine or glutamine at the 6th position of the beta globulin chain. The oral manifestation, the jaw bone will become osteoporosis or loss of trabeculations. Next is the polycythemia vera. Is defined as abnormal increase in the number of red blood cells in the peripheral blood, typically accompanied by the elevated hemoglobin levels. The oral manifestations are the gingiva are often engrossed and swollen, bleeds upon slightest provocation, submucosal petechiae, deep purplish red oral mucosa, gingiva at the tongue. Next is the agranulocytosis. This is a serious disease involving the white blood cells. It is characterized by decreased number of circulating granulocytes. It is often classified as primary or secondary. Primary, where the cause of the disease, that is the etiology, is unknown. Secondary, which has a recognized cause. Next, the oral manifestation of agranulocytosis, necrotizing ulceration of the oral mucosa, tonsils and the pharynx. The lesion appear as ragged necrotic ulcers covered by a grey or even black membrane. Next is the Chediak-Higashi syndrome. It is characterized by immune deficiency, partial oculocutaneous albinism, easy bruisability and bleeding as a result of platelet dense deficient platelets, and recurrent infection and with neutropenia and impaired chemotaxis. Next is the leukemia. It is characterized by progressive overproduction of white blood cells which usually appear in the circulating blood in an immature form. The oral manifestation of leukemia are gingival hyperplasia, gingivitis, hemorrhage, and petechiae. Next disorder is the thrombocytopenic purpura. It's a disease in which there is an abnormal reduction in the number of circulating blood platelets. When this occurs, the patient develops focal hemorrhage into various tissue and organ, including the skin and the mucous membrane. The oral manifestation of this disorder are severe and often profuse gingival hemorrhage. Petechiae also occur in the oral mucosa, commonly in the palate, and appear numerously tiny, grouped cluster of reddish spots over millimeter or less in diameter. Next disorder is a hemophilia. It's a blood disease with a long and interesting history. It is characterized by prolonged coagulation time and hemorrhagic tendency. The disease is hereditary, the defect being carried by the X-linked chromosome. The oral manifestation are hemorrhage from many sites in the oral cavity. Gingival hemorrhage may be massive and prolonged. This comes to the end of today's session. We will meet in another interesting video. Thank you.